Now, Ongezwa Fuzile, fashion designer, Africa Fashion House, joins us in studio today. A very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining us right here on ANN7. Wow, fashion designer, quite a lovely career there. Now, my first question to you is, what do you think we can expect on the red carpet this year?
Because it's a political event, in as much as you want it to be fashionable, you want it to be elegant, because these are civil servants, these are people who represent the country. So you want it to be culturally dynamic, you want it to present our tradition, keep it elegant, and these are people that we all look up to. So you don't want them in flashy, over-the-top outfits, but just keep it civilized and elegant.
Very good point there. And do you think, or rather, do we have some proudly South African garments that we can look forward to? Some big names, for example, we know of David Lale, Cindy, etc. Can we look forward to anything like that as compared to last year?
David Lale is always someone to look forward to, always. We know last year, Gert delivered very well with the former public protector. So this year we want to see who's going to outdo that.
Yes, the public protector's garments were quite spoken about. She's known to be a bit of a fashionista herself. And now, which designers have they consulted, or do you think they will consult this year? You mentioned David Lale. Are there any other names that we can say that they've probably consulted with on their look?
Names, not so much, but Mandla Mandela is always one to look out for. He doesn't necessarily go to big designers, but he finds people who make him things that represent both his culture and our country. So that's actually someone that I particularly am looking forward to.
And is there any other showstopper? We've had Mandla, now we spoke about the public protector. What other showstopper do we, or rather can we look forward to?
Last year, Lindiwe Zulu was also a showstopper. Lindiwe Zulu came with her daughter last year, and she had very nice draping beads. So I'm also looking forward to her. But I don't think there's anyone who's ever been able to outdo Mandla. I can't stress how magnificent Mandla's fashion has been.
Well, that's very funny coming, for the fact that he is a man. Most of the time, it's always women who take the cup in these situations.
Yes, that shows how versatile fashion can be. So it really is a personal reflection. You can be a man and you can take the show.
And now, how much preparation does go into getting yourself ready to basically come in front of the cameras and showcase your beautiful garments?
With politicians, you'd expect that it's not quite as big an event as it would be for a celebrity and a fashion show. So my thoughts are, for politicians, probably a month max. You don't want...
A month?
A month.
And what exactly would be preparing for in that month?
First, it's designing the actual garment, it's sourcing fabric, finding the perfect fabric to go with the design. Then you can start with the construction, then your fittings, making sure that everything is tailored exactly to your structure.
And now, in terms of the hair and the makeup, what would you say is sort of trending at the moment?
Again, it would be difficult with politicians because what's trending is youth. Youthful. But politicians, you don't expect them to go in such radical and drastic looks. So for politicians, for public figures, something slick, something clean, to the back, a bun. You're expecting looks of that nature.
And for someone who's not quite into the fashion, someone who's a bit more reserved and doesn't want to go through the whole month process of, super tailor-made outfits, what would you say is maybe the perfect outfit to go with that's safe?
A flowy gown. Flowy gown for female, you will never go wrong. For men, the nice thing is you can buy a ready-made suit and have it still fitted to you. So that works to the men's advantage, and I would think that's the look that most men go for.
Well, you seem to quite know exactly the type and the taste and the hair and the preparation that goes into it. Yourself as a designer, what have you done in terms of a more stringent political look? What would you say was your proudest moment in your fashion history?
Well, at Africa Fashion House, we specialize in traditional wear. So most of our designs are traditional wear, both for men and women. We're more known for weddings, traditional weddings, but currently we're branching out into corporate dances and graduations. So our most phenomenal looks have been traditional weddings.
Now, I've noticed that you're wearing some African beads. That seems to be quite trendy these days as well. Not just the beads, but also, I'd say the gold cuffs and the gold cuff around the neck. Do you think that politicians can rock something a little bit like that, but a bit toned down?
A bead like mine, any person can rock. Very subtle. So you've got your outfit, your modern outfit that you get from the store, and then you just put on your beads. It does quite a transformation to your outfit. So with beads, you can never go wrong. It's never too much. It's never too little. Chokers have their people, because chokers go with the structure of your body, the length of your neck, your hairstyle that you have. So no, not everyone can wear a choker.
Now, in closing, a big no-no in terms of going down the red carpet. What is the biggest no-no or mistake that people should not do?
Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Let ruffles go. They've been done. They were once done well. I can't imagine there's a way to get them right anymore. Let's let go of ruffles.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for giving us those fashion tips. Very informative. Ruffles, definitely a big no-no. So if you're at home, take note. Definitely no ruffles. Now we go across to Cindy Mabi, who is live in Cape Town on the ground. Over to you, Cindy.